About to do first flight. See how this goes. All right, so here was where I was starting to struggle. You can see I'm kind of twisting my wrist, and all I'm doing is moving the gimbal up and down. And I was getting really confused with the controls. Um, I'd watched a couple of tutorials, but I guess I didn't remember which way to turn the hand and the wrist. And so here I go. I'm starting to spin it, and all I'm doing is spinning back and forth while I'm hovering, as opposed to trying to get it to turn right or left. And I think I didn't know how far to pull in the trigger to get it to start moving forward. And I think I was a little concerned about, I didn't want to move too fast and crash it. What I didn't realize till later on is the beginner mode uh, is actually kind of tough for me, because later on, once I got it out of beginner mode and just went to normal mode, the throttle responded better, which is what I thought it would do. I think I was expecting it to do that in beginner mode. And so when I would give it gas, like I started to give it some gas right there, but it didn't really hardly move. And so it was moving slower than I thought it was. And so I think I was thinking in my mind, I kept thinking, well, am I supposed to twist or turn or, yeah. So the, the beginner mode actually, I think, was a little more challenging for me than once I turned that off and got back to just normal mode. But I really liked pointing that camera down to the grass, don't I? And I was really flying low. I guess I really wanted to mow some grass there. All right, so now it looks like I'm finally getting a little bit of forward momentum. Whoa, whoa, and then we're spinning again, and we're spinning again. Yeah, I could not figure out how to get it to bank and turn instead of just spin. Whoa. And I am going really low, really low. I am mean. I'm shocked it didn't take a header into the grass. The thing I really do like about the motion controller is you just let off on the trigger and it just stops, hovers, and man, that's a lifesaver. Okay, got some forward momentum again, but whoa, back down. Just can't keep that camera from pointing down. All right, so we got some momentum again. So I see some grass flying as I'm really, really buzzing the ground there for sure. So the picture quality just really, I was blown away by the picture quality though. When there are times like that, when for just a second, when I do show the clouds and the sky, man, that is just, it's really, all right. Oh yeah, here. So here, I couldn't figure out how to get it to turn to get it back to come towards me. So I started just backing it up. you could see it go in reverse there for a while. And because I could not figure out how to get it to turn instead of just spin. So, and I needed to try to get it to land at some point. So I thought, oh, well, I guess I need to get it back towards me. So the only thing I could think of was go backwards. uh, and then I'm trying to go forwards again here. Man, those blades of grass. I don't know if that's it must be the blades blowing up, the airflow from the blades kicking that loose grass up. Obviously, I need to fly it a little bit higher. But man, it was definitely harder than I thought it would be at first. Really, really challenging, especially like I said in beginner mode. Okay, here I go. Yeah, here I'm really backing up. Boy, but look at that. Look at the sky and oh, it's just beautiful. Great, great video. The sun and the shade. Yeah, that's when I was in panic reverse mode because I'm just going backwards, thinking I've got to get this thing back to me at some point, and the only thing I can think of is to go in reverse here. Well, I love that view of the sun and the light beams. That was really nice. Okay, now here I think I am just not really knowing what I'm going to do at this point. I really didn't want to just land it on the grass and get up and go get it. I really wanted to try to get it back to me to see if I could land it. So that's where I'm attempting to do now is to bring it in. Whoa, spinning again. You're gonna get dizzy watching this one for sure. Uh, Here we go. Here we go. Whoa! Don't hit that tripod. Whoa! There you go. All right, that was a close one. Man, yeah, I just could not get that controls figured out. But here we go. Now the other thing I think I figured out is do not put my landing pad that close to me. And I didn't have a landing pad, so I used a WeatherTech floor mat from my vehicle. So now I'm trying to land it on the WeatherTech floor mat, and I'm struggling a little bit with that. And you're going to see in a minute just how close I get it. Not quite to the weather mat, but maybe to something else. Whoa, that could be scary. All right. Successful landing. Okay, so this next clip is Goggles' view of, I think it was this second run. And because the first run, I believe I forgot to record the goggles. So I'm still in beginner mode, as you can see, but I am getting some forward momentum going. So that was good. And so it looks like I'm moving a little bit smoother now. I can't remember. I may have watched a video to refresh my memory of as far as how much to press the trigger and which way to turn the wrist to get it to bank and turn as opposed to spin. So that must have really helped me here this go round because I'm definitely getting a little bit more height. Definitely able to get it to turn. You can see I'm getting it to go all the way around me. I love that shot of the drone's shadow as you go by. That's really cool. That was a really good place to fly. It was a park, not too far from where I live. Nice little open area. Worked out pretty good. So yeah, I'm definitely moving forward better now. So that was working out pretty good. This is more to me, I guess, what one might call the first. Oh man, there's those light beams again. Just really nice view. Really nice view. Oh no, okay, yeah. So there I hovered. 'Cause I remembered you could hover and then spin it around. That's kind of cool. I like hovering up high and spinning it around, kind of getting a view. That's definitely different than, and that was more controlled spin too. This seems to be more of a, even though that wasn't technically my first flight, this is more what you would call a little bit better first flight, second flight, I guess. Still struggling with that gimbal. Uh, Still trying to remember all the controls. I think when I would stop, my brain would get confused. And definitely going really slow. I definitely need to practice my landings because I'm not really good at those. And I think I probably need to get a landing pad. And again, don't put it so close to myself. It probably doesn't help. Yeah, I noticed at one point, you can see right here the battery looks like it's now down to 27. When it got to, I think, 25%, it started giving me all kinds of warnings and stuff. Um, and I had forgotten about that. So I think I tried to fly right after that. And almost immediately it said, return to home initiating in 13 seconds. So maybe it's 20% because looks like this is still flying and it's 25%. Definitely doing better on this go round. Yeah, there it goes. Low battery, auto return to home in 10 seconds. And I definitely was panicking again. It said press mode button, and I didn't know what to do there. So I stopped and I pressed the mode button, but then it switched it to sport mode, even though it was still in beginner mode. So, yeah, I got a little nervous there for sure. Not knowing exactly how all that was going to go down. Here I am, like going, oh, come on, baby, make it. Because it kept saying battery level low. And again, I didn't want it to crash. I didn't want to stop it. And that scale on the right is interesting. It pops up and then goes away. I need to find out what that's about because I kind of think that might be useful. If anybody knows what that little scale was that popped up on the right there for a second, and how to maybe enable that in the display, let me know. That'd be great. Or at least something, an option to look at. All right. So I'm going to try to land it again on the pad and hoping this one, I think this one went a little better this go around. Getting closer. And I think I'm going to land it here in a second, hopefully. Whoa. Well, maybe not. Better land it soon. You only got 15% battery. Whoa. I don't know. Oh, that's me looking at the drone. Yeah. I was trying to figure out where it was and how close it was. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Very nice. All right, now this next clip is similar to this previous clip, but it's the drone camera version. Um, so kind of what we already saw, but just through the drone camera. Getting a sense of that, a little bit of that cinematic speed. I know this is pretty slow compared to more experienced flyers, but already I'm kind of getting that cinematic speed sense and really liking that. So look forward to getting a little more comfortable with the controls so I can pick up speed. I like that I did a kind of a little bit of a climb and bank there. And then a descent. That's not bad for a beginner. I love that sun peeking through the tree there. That's really, I didn't notice all that when I was flying, but watching this back, it's kind of cool. Now, obviously, it's not the most scenic place, but um, everything I read and watched said your first flights should be in a flat, open area. Gimbal action again. It is cool how it just hovers when you stop. That is just slick. Got some sun. What do they call them? Lens flares. All right, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for joining me for first flight. It was a lot of A lot of lessons learned, a lot of interesting takeaways, a lot of fascinating challenges, but I think I'm going to like this. And I'll leave you with these last few seconds of video here, and hope you all have many happy and safe landings just like this one. Thanks.